Yes, good evening, everyone. One quick note before we get started. As everybody knows, we had another major snow event, and I would like to thank all of our personnel in the highway department, led by Giuseppe Sicarranza, who's here. If you want to take a bow for yourself. The highway department, the sanitation guys in the water did an outstanding job in difficult circumstances, and we thank you all for your effort. Much
Crews put in a lot of work and a lot of time. They did unbelievable. So I thank you. I thank you.
Thank you. Right? Yeah, so that's awesome. Okay, good, that was good. And Mayor and Board, for the record, we did notify Newsday of the change of the meeting from Monday night to tonight because of the weather. So they were noticed that, and it was published on the website. So just so you're aware, the proper notifications of the change of meeting were given. So the first item on the agenda are the warrants and claims which have been audited. I'll make the motion. Thank you, Trustee Santoro.
I'll second.
Thank you, Trustee Belzecchi. Trustee Walsh?
Yes.
Trustee Santoro?
Yes.
Trustee Mincosi? Trustee DiNatale? Trustee Bartolomeo?
Yes.
Trustee Belzecchi?
Yes.
Mayor Mincosi?
Yes.
The budget transfers were pulled from the agenda. There are no budget transfers for this evening. The next item on the agenda are the prior minutes resolutions from the January 26th meeting. Do I have a motion?
I make a motion.
Thank you, Trustee Bartolomeo.
I'll second.
Thank you, Trustee Walsh. Trustee Walsh?
Yes.
Trustee Santoro?
Yes.
Trustee DiNatale?
Yes.
Trustee Bartolomeo?
Yes.
Trustee Belzecchi?
I'll abstain.
And Mayor Mincosi?
Yes.
The next item is a proposal from H2M to assist the Water Department in the preparation of the 2025 Annual Water Supply Statement, also known as the Consumer Confidence Report. H2M does do this for us annually, and they did hold the rate from last year to this year at a maximum fee of $3,000. Thank you, Trustee DiNatale.
Second.
Thank you, Trustee Santoro. Thank you. Trustee Walsh?
Yes.
Trustee Santoro?
Yes.
Trustee DiNatale?
Yes.
Trustee Bartolomeo?
Yes.
Trustee Belzecchi?
Yes.
Mayor Mincosi?
Yes.
You have a proposal letter or engagement letter from Milwaukee Smith. These are the auditors that the village used to conduct the annual audit. This would be for the audit for the fiscal year ending May 31st, 2026. And what is proposed is the same as last year, both in scope and in cost.
I make a motion.
Thank you, Trustee Bartolomeo.
I'll second.
Thank you, Trustee Santoro. Trustee Walsh?
Yes.
Trustee Santoro?
Yes.
Trustee Bartolomeo?
Yes.
Trustee Belzecchi?
Yes.
Mayor Mincosi?
Yes.
Rio Supply, who is the supplier of our software for our meter reading program here at the Village of Bayville. This is their annual subscription for the Neptune 360. This is for April 1st, 2026 through March 31st, 2027 for a total cost of $7,821.28.
I'll make a motion.
Thank you, Trustee Belzecchi.
I'll second.
Thank you, Trustee Bartolomeo. Trustee Walsh?
Yes.
Trustee Santoro?
Yes.
Trustee DiNatale?
Yes.
Trustee Bartolomeo?
Yes.
Trustee Belzecchi?
Yes.
Mayor Mincosi?
Yes.
The St. Richard's Roman Catholic Church is asking for permission to use their at Soundside Beach. It was Harbor Beach on Easter Sunday, April 5th, for the Roman Catholic Mass. To be scheduled, which is scheduled for 7:30 a.m. and they'll need use of the facilities and electric power restrooms.
6:30.
Oh, sorry, Sorry, thank you.
And that's 7:30.
Yes, thank you for that.
I'll make a
So, yeah,
motion.
thank
I'll
you.
second.
Thank you, Trustee Santoro. Trustee Walsh?
Yes.
Trustee Santoro?
Yes.
Trustee DiNatale?
Yes.
Trustee Bartolomeo?
Yes.
Trustee Belzecchi?
Yes.
Mayor Mincosi?
Yes.
On Thursday, February 19th, we held a bid opening for the surplus equipment for the 2008 Ford Ranger. We received one sealed bid for that, and in total, the bid amount was in $1,610, even from a Timothy L. Fortrell, and again, to purchase the 2008 Ford Ranger that had been designated as surplus equipment vehicle. Do I have a motion to accept his offer?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, trustee Di Natale.
I'll second.
Thank you, trustee Belzecchi. Trustee Santoro, trustee Walsh,
Yes.
trustee Santoro.
Yes.
Trustee Di Natale.
Yes.
Trustee
Yes.
Bartolomeo.
Yes.
Trustee Belzecchi.
Yes.
Mayor Minnikoski.
Yes.
We have before you two new hires for the DPW department, Ryan A. McFarland and Michael J. Israeli, as laborers / sanitation workers, starting annual salary of $35,360 as per the existing collective bargaining agreement. They would be hired effective March 5th, 2026. And they're again in accordance with the collective bargaining agreement and New York State minimum wage requirements and Nassau County Civil Service Commission rules and regulations.
I make a motion.
Thank you, trustee DiBartolomeo.
Second.
Thank you, trustee Santoro, trustee Walsh,
Yes.
trustee Santoro,
Yes.
trustee Di Natale,
Yes.
trustee DiBartolomeo.
Yes.
Trustee Belzecchi.
Yes.
Mayor Minnikoski.
Yes.
I have a resolution which I'll read, and then I'll take a motion on it, and this is, that the following equipment, 2015 Ford F-250 designated as H1, and the 2015 Ford F-250 designated as H2, they've been inspected, and it's been determined that this equipment is no longer needed for municipal purposes. Therefore, the Board of Trustees of the Village of Bayville hereby authorize the village clerk treasurer to sell said property for fair and adequate consideration by sealed bid. Do I have a motion to surplus and sell the equipment?
I make a motion.
Thank you, trustee
I'll
Santoro.
second.
Thank you, trustee Walsh. Trustee Walsh.
Yes.
Trustee Santoro.
Yes.
And trustee Di Natale.
Yes.
Trustee Di
Yes.
Trustee Belzecchi.
Yes.
Mayor Minnikoski.
Yes.
We have a request from the Bayville Village Justice Court to appoint Michelle Sheehan Pryor as deputy prosecutor to serve in the absence or inability of Brian Davis, the village prosecutor, to prosecute a violator of the village ordinance or local law by a person accused of committing any offense, infraction, or criminal act within the village in the Bayville Village Justice Court. A term would expire the first Monday in July 2026.
I'll make a motion.
Thank you, trustee Santoro.
I'll second.
Thank you, trustee DiBartolomeo. Trustee Walsh.
Yes.
Trustee Santoro.
Yes.
Trustee Di Natale.
Yes.
Trustee DiBartolomeo.
Yes.
Trustee Belzecchi.
Yes.
Mayor Minnikoski.
Yes.
The next item on the agenda has to do, is a proposal from, excuse me, a proposal from, it's actually Smart Site, is the name of the company, and it's a Win 911, a software, it's actually a Win 911 perpetual license, for a subscription, and the purpose of this is to have the SCADA notify the water department personnel whenever there's an alarm at any of the facilities. So SCADA monitors the facilities. If there's an alarm, it goes to Win 911, and in turn the necessary water personnel are notified. So we do need to have that in place. It's $1,900 annual subscription.
I'll make a motion.
Thank you, trustee
I'll
DiBartolomeo.
second.
Thank you, trustee Santoro. Trustee Walsh.
Yes.
Trustee Santoro.
Yes.
Trustee Di Natale.
Yes.
Trustee DiBartolomeo.
Yes.
Trustee Belzecchi.
Yes.
Mayor Minnikoski.
Yes.
And then the next item is for the Bayville Estates road repair. At the last meeting, we had a petition presented to you board members for repairs to the roads in the Bayville Estates area. And we need a resolution to accept the review of proposed road repairs report for Bayville Estates, which was requested for the buildings inspector by the Board of Trustees at the January 26, 2026 meeting, and to set the hearing date for said repairs in Bayville Estates for March 23rd, 2026. Now you should have before you the report from the building inspector. He went and reviewed it. He did make some recommendations, which you may want to
Who is
discuss with
representing?
whoever's representing.
Yeah, so the one item, just step up the one item that,
Just to identify yourself, please.
Jeffrey Soms at 22 Plymouth Road.
Thank you.
so the building inspector is recommending that you have a certified engineer for the job. Is that a recommendation that you'll be?
Yeah, I mean, if that's something that, you know.
Well, it's a recommendation, it's not a requirement, but he's recommending it. If you read, let's just read exactly what he wrote.
We did discuss it while we were doing the bid, we just haven't made a final decision.
Okay. Yeah, he wants the contract to be reviewed by a qualified civil engineer. This ensures that the message used will provide a lasting solution and adhere to all applicable engineering practices and safety codes. So that was the one recommendation that he had made.
Okay, yeah, we'll take it into consideration, and you wanna get back to you guys, or?
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, you can get back to Doug.
Okay, perfect.
Just let him know who it would be.
Thank you.
Do you have any other questions or
I do
anything
not
else?
have
We're good based on the report of the building inspector. Thank you. And again, we will set the first of the 3 hearings for March 23rd, 2026. So I just need a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Thank you, trustee Bartolomeo.
Second.
Thank you, trustee Belzetti. Trustee Walsh.
Yes.
Trustee Santoro. Trustee Tucker.
I'm gonna abstain.
Trustee Di Natale.
Yes.
Trustee Di Bartolomeo.
Yes.
Trustee Belzetti.
Yes.
Mayor Minicozzi. Okay, Mayor, I have no other items on this agenda for you this evening, so I will turn the meeting back over to you.
Okay, thank you. Do we have anybody in the audience tonight that would like to speak? Sorry.
Yeah, if there's someone behind me, I'd like them to go first, because I'm gonna be a while.
Anybody else? No, not. Anybody else?
I just have one
Yeah.
question regarding what we talked about. Ready to reintroduce myself? Jeffrey Sullivan, 22 Plymouth Road. It comes to our attention that the village has permits with National Grid to install gas. If they don't have it, is that correct, or?
Correct.
All right, so if the homeowners in our association want to go along, it's kind of be smooth and quick to get the permits to get going on that, or?
Yeah, well, I mean, when they file for a permit, it's granted, quickly, but that doesn't mean that National Grid's gonna do the work. But
No, I hear you, but yeah, some came to us that there's usually issues getting it from National Grid, but then we were told that you guys have the permits already for gas lines. So just clear.
I mean, I'm not aware of any. I mean, we can certainly ask Doug if anybody has applied
Okay.
at this point. But, he would have that information.
All right, perfect, thank you.
Okay, very good, thank you.
Anybody else?
Please, for the record,
James Schleicher, 12 Strawwood Drive, Bayville.
thank you.
So, I've tried to get on the agenda 2 or 3 times, and I've been denied every time. I would have liked to have given an advanced reading to the Board of Trustees, but given the fact that I didn't get an agenda item, I'm going to read my petition into the record. It's kind of lengthy. Apologize for that, but this is the way that I can get things on the record. I do have a copy of my petition, which I'd like to hand out. And Attorney Weiler, you have a conflict in this matter?
I don't believe so, sir.
Okay. I wouldn't want you to lose your law license over this. Okay, so these are,
What should we read?
no, this is, could you just hand that out to everyone?
Sure. Mr. Schleicher, do you want your extra copies back? I can
Yeah,
just keep one
please.
for the
Thank you.
record, okay?
Yeah. And then here's the petition.
Okay, thank you. Just want that as A.
So if you could just hand it out, this is your copy.
Okay,
It's also the Village Board of Trustees copy.
okay,
Okay, so if you could keep this and then hand the others out.
okay, sure, that's my copy.
Yeah.
Thank you. Just want that. 'Cause, 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 'cause,
telling us anything new? Or is it the same nonsense from the last 3 meetings?
Well, I'm sorry that you consider it nonsense.
I do.
Okay.
I'm aware of all of your complaints, every single one. They've been reviewed, I've reviewed them, they've been brought before the board. I don't know what there is new that you're going to be explaining to us.
Oh, there's plenty new here.
So,
If you don't want to hear it, you don't have to hear it.
okay, let's not hear it, that sounds perfect. So we're aware of your
Close
complaints.
your ears and not hear it.
It's my opinion that the village attorney and the building inspector acted appropriately. And they've given you a method to appeal. You can go to the zoning board of appeals.
It's actually incorrect.
No, I'm telling you that that's what's correct. This is what my opinion is. My understanding that the building inspector has discretion. He issued your neighbor 2 violations. You may not agree with them, but those are the violations that the building inspector determined. He gave you a letter dated February 20th indicating his determination, and they wouldn't be taking any further actions on the 9 alleged violations. You can appeal his determination at the zoning board of appeals in accordance with their normal procedures. And we've all discussed this. We've petitioned the board. You've asked several times to get on the agenda, which we denied you. Is there anybody on the board who disagrees with the statement that I just made?
Okay, so number one is, you're wrong.
I'm not wrong.
Okay, you are wrong,
I
because
don't know what
the building inspector has blocked my appellate rights with respect to 7 complaints.
He hasn't
So
gone
that's-
anywhere. He went and he determined that there were 2 violations, and he issued your neighbor 2 violations. If he doesn't
In
agree that
his
the other
letter,
7 are
he has blocked me,
violations, they're not
in
violations,
his letter,
it's
he has
determined.
blocked me from appealing 7 of the,
You could go to the zoning board of appeals.
excuse me?
You could go to the zoning board of appeals if you don't like his decision. That's what they're there for.
No, for the zoning matters.
For the zoning
Just
board.
the zoning matters. The other matters might not apply to zoning.
Okay, and if he's saying that I can't appeal because it's not in his jurisdiction, then someone has to decide on the complaints.
I'm telling you that this board feels that the building inspector acted appropriately in terms of your 9 violations that you filed against your neighbor.
Okay, well,
I don't know
I'm
what
presenting
you're
20
talking
here, so that's new.
You're presenting what?
A total of 20.
To us?
Yes,
Why wouldn't you give them to the building inspector?
some of them are not in his jurisdiction,
Like what?
like a dangerous roadway situation.
How about
Should
your
be
2
this-
pillars that are in the street, according to your own survey? Those are okay, all right?
Excuse me?
This is the survey that you provided us in your mounds of letters here. Which clearly shows that your 2 pillars are not even on your property, but that's all right?
I got permission from the building
Oh,
inspector.
come on, you got permission.
I did. There is a diagram in the file.
And the building inspector gave you permission to build 2 brick pillars that aren't on your property? I highly doubt it. Whoever the building inspector was, that did not happen. You're wrong. You're calling me wrong before?
Okay,
Now
no,
you're
that
wrong.
did
And
happen.
this is a survey that you provided.
Yes,
Well, why is it okay for you but not your neighbor?
because I'm not parking out in the street.
How do we know where you're parking?
I can
I'm gonna
validate
read this.
that he's not parking in the street. I'm the neighbor.
Excuse me, if you're going to speak, I do need you to identify yourself for the
Sorry.
record.
My name is Cliff Pincus, I live at 14 Shorewood Drive.
Thank you.
I just want to validate what's going on, and reflectors are not parking in the street.
You have no problem with his pillars on the street? No.
No, I don't, in fact, when he was
My
installing
pillars
the
aren't
pillars,
falling out into the street.
They sure are. This is is this not the survey that you provided?
his pillars are set back.
This is the survey that you provided to us, clearly showing that your pillar is not on your property, and the other one is halfway on. So your neighbors are okay with that, and you're okay with that, but you want to waste everybody's time over this nonsense of your fence being 2 inches off the property line. Move your fence and stop wasting our
No, the
time.
driveway is supposed to be set back 3 feet from my property
So is
line.
yours.
And it's, excuse me?
So is yours.
And it is.
It is not.
It
This
is.
is the survey that you gave us right here. This is the survey you
Yeah, I
provided
have a
us.
5-foot setback.
Your pillars
Right,
are on someone else's property. How could you have a 5-foot setback? This is from you. You dropped this off. In the letters that you send every other day. Your pillars are not on your property.
Okay, I'm gonna read this in, because obviously you're not aware of all the
It's a waste
facts.
of time. Nothing is gonna change here. Nothing that you say to us is gonna change anything. We've been over this. What are you gonna
That
send
seems
me,
pretty
14 more
prejudicial.
emails here? I mean, there's nothing new here. You change 2 sentences and you send the same thing every
No,
other day.
that's not true.
Wasting everybody's time.
No. I have a total of 20 complaints. There were originally 9. Okay, now there are 20, and there are village code citations for every single one of them. Okay, the building inspector has not ruled on the 11,
What's the,
Okay,
what's the
and
village
for-
code for the pillars? that
and
run
for the
someone
9 that he has ruled on, 7 of which he told me that I couldn't appeal. Okay?
else's? And I feel he's correct.
Well, I guess you don't believe in New York
Does
State village
anybody
law.
disagree with me that the building inspector acted appropriately on these
I
matters?
guess you don't believe in New York State village law.
I believe in New York State village law. I have a judge tell me that we're wrong.
Okay, I'd like to read this into the record.
You're wasting my breath.
I just have one question for you. You just said
Yes.
that you have 20 complaints here,
Yes.
and that some of them don't apply to the building inspector. They're not under
There's
his
at least
jurisdiction.
one that does not, yes.
I can't find a not.
Number 20. And also, one of them applies to the zoning board of appeals. But if the mayor doesn't think that's important,
I think everything's important. You come up here every meeting and you don't tell us anything new. The
I tell
driveway's
you
been
plenty
in
new.
15 years,
But
right?
you don't
over
wanna
it,
listen
and
to
all
it.
of a sudden, it's no good. But your pillars could be wherever you want them, but the neighbor's driveway's no good.
This is the new one.
Because he sends the same thing every other day.
you keep saying that, you can't count. 7 is not 20.
Tomorrow it'll be 25, and then it's, when's it gonna stop? Obviously, something's further, so the driveway's been there for 15 years, now it's a problem? I mean,
It's always been a
it
problem.
hasn't been a problem, something
It's always
else is
been,
the underlying
talk to
issue.
Mr. Pincus, it's always been a
I
problem.
don't really care what Mr. Pincus has to say.
Oh, you don't care what
I don't.
a taxpayer
Why, if it's
thinks.
always been a
I-
problem,
We're here, right?
why is it coming up now? If it's always been a problem, why
Yeah, why?
now? Is it, or is it these particular homeowners who have been there for at least 10+ years?
You notice a pattern, he did the same thing to the neighbor on the other side, right? I mean, you know,
Yeah, why
Well,
now?
it is.
That's what I want to understand. It's been like this for many, many years.
But the complaints go back many, many years as well. If you look back in the files, you'll see that the prior building inspector did meet with the homeowner. And the prior building inspector, based on my knowledge, had told him that it was an illegal place to place cars. Now, whether or not you have that in the files, I have no idea. But I can tell you that that happened very quickly after that home was sold with the individuals that are living in the house right now. So it's not something that's new.
I
It's,
don't recall it then, and
Okay.
I'm familiar with that transaction. I'm very familiar with that transaction, and I don't recall that coming up. And there were a lot of, things that were looked into at that time, and that was not anywhere to be found.
yeah, this was very quickly after they had, I don't mean to interrupt you, but that was very quickly after the new homeowners had moved in. I personally had confronted them myself because I felt it was something I would rather work out between neighbors.
But why confront them? How come you didn't confront the prior owner?
Well, the prior owner wasn't using it in the way that the new owner is using it.
They were using her boat storage.
I don't know about that, because I do remember cars parked there before these people owned the property.
Well,
I
would say-
remember, I can visualize it in my head, I do remember it. I'm just asking,
Yeah.
why so much now?
Well, right, because I have to move 5 feet out into the road to see who's coming. And in
Well, now, what's
October,
this picture of? Whose driveway? That's
this
their
is my
driveway?
driveway.
Okay.
I'm coming out of my driveway, and that's how far.
Is that their
Is that
car?
their car?
What am I looking at?
No, this is my truck.
But you're out of the driveway.
You know,
I tried to take a picture of how far that I have to come out into the road to see who's coming.
I have to do that coming out of my
No,
driveway.
you
If I can make a point, I can't possibly come out of my driveway without looking both ways.
Either.
Possibly do that.
I've got everybody parking at the end of my driveway. I got neighbors parking, I got everyone there. I have to back out a whole car length before I can see if there's a little kid coming down my street.
On-street parking is not, it's not against village code to have on-street parking. So if there was a car parked on the street, how would that be
This is
any?
the neighbor parking in the street.
I don't
see anything.
I don't see anything. What am, I see,
I think I see a headlight, I don't know.
That's the tail light.
But if that's against,
And I have to go out past that.
okay, then
To see
I
at
was
night.
on my
I had
property,
eight-
there were cars
I had
parked all
8 kids
over.
come down the road one night and I almost hit them.
Is that, the fence is what you're complaining about?
No,
The pillar?
no, I'm complaining about the neighbor parking out into the street, blocking my vision.
Can you show us the picture again so we can understand what we're looking at?
You can, I'll pass it.
The nice,
I'll get back though.
No, building code.
So,
I don't see where the car is, I see a car on the other side.
just so we're all on the
That's the
same
rear,
page,
that's the rear of this vehicle.
this is your pillar,
That's my pillar, yes.
this is your fence?
Yes,
And that car is what you're talking about?
yes.
is that, will that block curb, oh, wait, where's that, what are we looking here? Because this looks like it's in the middle of the road
And
too.
it is.
So your curb goes out into the middle of the road, your apron here?
That's my apron, yes.
But that's not your property.
No, it's okay for him, but not.
This isn't your property here.
No, the answer is no.
Yeah, it's not-
You could
it's
try
not
to
tech-
make
it's not-
the answer
it's
that
correct,
once,
it's
the
not
answer is
technically-
So you've encroached onto the roadway, correct?
Yeah.
That's
I don't
a,
see the car.
I mean,
Oh,
just past his fence, you just see the tail
I was looking across the street.
light.
Sometimes it's better off letting things go, because now your pillar's on the road and so's the apron.
This is ridiculous. What we have to
And your fence line as well.
Oh, yeah, but it's okay for
that's
him.
several feet into
Yeah.
the road. That's making the passable roadway much more narrow and more dangerous.
Seems like a dangerous situation that you're taking that much of the street.
First of all, I didn't put the fence in.
You didn't put the driveway.
He didn't put that.
I didn't put the driveway in either.
Neither did your neighbor.
But he was confronted about the driveway.
But it was
I'm
there, and
in front
there
of him
was
right
a
now
car.
with the 5 feet of grass he's got into the street and the 2 concrete pillars he's got that aren't on his property.
Yeah, I think we're talking about two separate, very different
No, I'm
things.
talking about that. I don't really care about the other stuff, to be
You're
honest.
talking about
It's
trespass.
been gone over so many times that there's nothing really new to discuss about it.
I'm just concerned by bringing up the pillars, it's a form of
I'm not telling him
retaliation.
anything. I'm reading the survey that Mr. Schleicher gave us.
I understand
I
that.
can read the survey very clearly. It's not nitpicking. He gave me a survey of his house. He's got stuff that's not on his property. It's very clear. So should I just ignore that, or what should I do?
Well, should you ignore the fact that there's a driveway there that the
Driveway's
building
not legal.
inspector made the determination on, but that it was
You
never
don't have
enforced?
anything that says that. You don't have anything that says that. The current building inspector went and found that there's nothing illegal about the driveway.
But the
You
prior
really
building
think I
inspector
care if
made
the
a
neighbor's
different
driveway says the
determination.
building inspector made a determination? If the building inspector said take it out, then they take it out. If he says he feels it's legal, I'm gonna trust his determination.
And if you don't, then you go to the zoning board to appeal it.
I don't know why you wouldn't want to go to the zoning board. You'll get your answer. Leave your case to them. That's what they're there for.
And then if you don't like that, then you have a remedy yet?
If the building inspector is saying he doesn't have jurisdiction over 7 of the complaints, and it falls to the village board of trustees to make the determination.
Who said he didn't have jurisdiction?
He's not allowing me to appeal. He must be making that decision
Did
on the basis.
you give him these 20 complaints? All 20 of them?
I have not, no.
Okay, so you
So
don't
start
know
there.
that. A lot of them.
I will tomorrow, but I wanted to petition the board of trustees first.
That's not the proper procedure.
And some of those complaints, I believe, should be with the zoning board of appeals and some with the superintendent of public works. And I'll give them a copy as well.
I'm confused. So you're asking us to not follow proper procedure by bypassing the building inspector?
I am asking you to review the building department's failure, okay, to review and properly determine and enforce.
I reviewed the 7 and I feel he acted appropriately. I've stated that several times already. You disagree, I'm
Okay,
sorry that you
but
disagree.
what
I
about
feel he
I
acted
can't
appropriately.
appeal them.
Listen,
You don't know
I'm
about
not an attorney, I don't know what the law is on appeal. I feel that the building inspector reviewed the 7 items that are in question and acted appropriately. I mean, that is my opinion,
Do you
and I
think
believe
that-
the opinion of the
Do
rest of
you
the
think
board.
that everyone has a right to appeal the decision or not?
I mean, if he felt that by code that the situation.
It's New York State village law. Okay, you're governed by that.
So can you chime in on that in any way? I don't know the answer to that.
You have a right to appeal to the zoning board of appeals. I haven't read what your other complaints are here yet. So.
No, but I'm talking about the determination that was filed by the building inspector. If you look at the bottom of it, you will see he does not allow me to appeal all the determinations that he's made, only 3.
I read that he says
Appeals
that
can only relate to that which is in the zoning code.
Well, then he doesn't have
If other
jurisdiction.
complaints are made, then you
And he doesn't have jurisdiction
can
over
hire
us.
an attorney and find out how you might get the remedy you're looking for. It's as simple as that. The building inspector has discretion as an enforcement officer as to whether or not he wants to take action on a complaint that he receives. And that's from anybody. That's what he uses his common sense for. And you may not agree with him, but that's your prerogative. But if he doesn't act, then it's up for you to take whatever legal action you think you can take.
I am taking my action.
Well, then.
This is part of it. I have a right.
Well, wait a minute.
This is part of it. I have a right to petition.
In all due
The
respect
government.
to what Peter's saying is that we're not here to give you legal advice. I might be an
I'm not
attorney,
asking
but
for legal advice.
well,
I'm here
you
to
are
give
in
a
a sense.
petition.
If you feel that you have a right to appeal all of these things that he denied to enforce, then, and we're saying, and he's telling you only have a certain right, right to appeal
Yes.
certain, and you think you have a right to, I think you should go speak to an attorney and.
I don't need an attorney.
Okay.
Okay, and in the code, if there's something isn't quite, if there is no determination, okay, valid determination made, then it has to be taken up by the Board of Trustees. They oversee the building department.
And
So what we have here is a situation where we've got these complaints and no one's responsible. Well, yes, you are responsible.
And I've said probably 10 times tonight that I think he acted appropriately in his determination.
But you don't have a reason.
I've
You
reviewed
have no idea.
all of these papers several times, and in several meetings and discussions with him on those items. I don't even know what the 7 are off the top of my head. The camera, I guess, was one, the electrical wire, whatever else you were talking
No,
about.
you're wrong.
I feel that he acted.
You really don't, you're not on top of this.
All right, what do you guys think?
I think we've heard your complaints. I think if it's appropriate that we move on and recommend that you file your appeals with the Board of Zoning Appeals and proceed with the action that Mr. Weiler suggested, I don't think there's anything else we can do for you this evening.
Okay, so you're refusing to hear what I have to say in this document?
You presented us with your letter and your
Yes.
petition.
Yes.
We can review it at our own time, and we can review it with our village attorney. Continuing to discuss it here is really not getting it.
Okay. I mean, that's your prerogative.
Well, we'd like time to review this.
Okay, well, I hope you do. Because in my mind, the building inspector is basically saying, if it's not in chapter 80, he doesn't have anything to do with it. Well, someone's responsible for the things that are not in chapter 80, and it's the Board of Trustees. Okay, and the building department reports into the Board of Trustees. So if the building department doesn't do it, the Board of Trustees are obligated to do it. That's what I'm asking.
We'll review it again, and our suggestion is to go to the zoning board for those things that you can. And then we will review this.
Okay, fair enough.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
Make a motion to.
And I'm sorry, just one other thing. So tomorrow morning, I'll be delivering this to the superintendent of public works and the chairman of the zoning board of appeals and Mr. Groff.
You can deliver them to my office.
Yeah. I'm sorry?
You can deliver them
Yeah,
to
I
my
will.
office.
Yes, I will. Thank you.
Okay, make a motion to adjourn.
11:07 p.m. Thank you, trustee Bartolomeo. Can I have a second?
Oh, I'm sorry, one other thing. I have to get this in. The building inspector's determination was backdated conveniently. It's not reflective of the current facts that are in the public record. That's part of what I'm talking about here. So I want everyone to know that. He's backdated his decisions based on old information and doesn't reflect the current record. Thank you.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you,
Yes.
trustee Tucker. Trustee Walsh?
Yes.
Trustee Santoro?
Yes.
Trustee Tucker?
Yes.
Trustee DiNatale?
Yes.
Trustee DiBartolomeo?
Yes.
Trustee Belkacem?
Yes. Yes.
Thank you, Mayor and Board.
Thank you.